veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capping space. I won't stop till I hear him say,
Wow, welcome back. Welcome back. We are here and we are back with the one, the live watch party. Guys, I hope you got your devices all fired up and you're ready to go. The show will be on in less than 5 minutes. And tonight's episode is called Dear Future Wife. Ooh, now who could that be? Who could be talking to Ashley and trying to wife her up in this episode? We shall see. We shall see. You guys remember the trailer from last week? There seems like there was a guy that was very sweet on her and maybe a little bit stalkerish. Ew. Stalkerish, yes. Who's in the chat tonight? Holler back at me. Let me know what the temperature is like in your region of the world. We got about 65 degrees here in, well, not so sunny now, Detroit, Michigan. United States of America. Let me know what the temperature is. Temperature in like where you're at. Is it hot? Is it cold? Was it rainy today? We also had a rainy day today. So to let you know that part about it, welcome in, welcome in. Those of you in the bushes and those of you that are in the chat. Let's see here. You know, so Married at First Sight, did you guys watch that last night? Those of you that come in on Sunday with us at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time know that we have a panel recap every Sunday for Married at First Sight. We're into season 16, and this season we're in Nashville, Tennessee, right? So last night they had this whole thing of like the alumni from MAFS. They came along. You had Lindsay, you had Jepty and Shanice. You had, who was that? You had Steve, you had Mindy, you had Tristan. You know, I didn't really watch the season that Tristan was on, but it makes me want to go back and check Tristan out. Hey there. Hey there, Kruby, the Beagle. Thank you. Thank you. Hello to you too, and welcome in. I didn't watch the season that Tristan was on, but listening to him talk about his experience on a reality TV show and the struggles dealing with social media, backlash about things that were misconstrued about what he said about women of color, about Black women. That was very interesting. It made me want to go back. Apparently, I think he was in the season they did in Dallas some years ago, like in the early part of Married at First Sight. So I definitely do want to go back and check that out. How many of you that are in the chat, have you seen that? Did you see the season that he was in? Hey there. Is that Charlene? Charlene, that's Charlene. I'm not so sure if that's either Charlene or I'm not sure. Tell me if it's you, Charlene. All right, but good to see you, sis. Yep, bell on, bell on. Yeah, so but that was a very good season, I guess, and I'd like to see more about it. But back to this show we'll be watching tonight, The One. So we know that Kirk Franklin and his lovely wife, Tammy Franklin, are the host of the show, The One. That's coming up next. Right now, they're still on It's a Different World, which I got a real big kick out of this one because Whitley is struggling with math. And how many of us have struggled with math before? That's a whole thing, right? And it was really interesting watching her because there's things that she's really good at, like dancing, and she had to teach the professor how to dance, and then he helped her with her math. So that's a whole thing right there. So, guys, tell me where you're at, where you're watching from. If you're in the chat right now, if you're not in the bushes, are you in good old US, the UK, Canada, perhaps, um, the Caribbean? Let me know. I know I've got viewers from all across the globe, and those are some of the places that we get a lot of viewers from: Canada, the UK, the Caribbean, and I'm trying to remember. There's another country there. I'm missing it. Can't think of it off the top of my head. So just want to say that. Want to welcome everybody in. It's about time. When the show starts, I will have to go on mute, and so as not to get a copyright strike. And then we can discuss in the chat box. And of course, I will be back doing all commercial breaks. So here we go. I'm getting ready to go on mute, guys. Thank you for joining us. Oh, no, it's a commercial. So thank you for joining me. Appreciate you being here. Why don't you go ahead, if you haven't already, would you please go ahead and click um, like the video? Appreciate that. And I think it is on now. So I'm going to go on mute, guys. I'll be back in a sec. Ooh, why my equipment want to have a delay? That was good. I like Dr. Sherry. I found out something new about Kirk Franklin and that he was also adopted. That's my story. And that sometimes can have be like a stressor when you're a young child. You're dealing with that. If you find out you don't know, or you find out at some point they tell you or someone tells you that you're adopted, or you just often have this feeling of like not really belonging in your family or being different from your family. That can be a stressor, but I will say it's the greatest, one of the greatest and best things that ever happened to me. But I love that he shared that he had been in therapy. Talking about Kirk Franklin now, he shared that he had been in therapy and had a therapist, throughout his life. And I think that's a good thing. Like, I know so many men that are so afraid of going to counseling and therapy, and their life would probably be in such a much better place if they would go. But oh well, you can go to the dentist, you can go to the doctor for your annual physical, but you're too afraid to go to the therapist. Na 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 na. What a mess. Hey, stay tuned. What are you saying out here? I asked stay tuned if he was saved and sanctified. And then he tells me, Wes says, God knows my heart. We fall down, but we get up. Amen. Amen and hallelujah. I know that's right. Oh, that's all right, Kimberly. Welcome in. Welcome in. Kimberly is and Wes. Wes from Stay Tuned Reviews is a content creator here on the YouTube streets, and so is Kimberly of Kimberly Reviews. They are very good at it. Go over and check them out. Kimberly is often here on Sundays with me at 4:30 for the Married at First Sight recap. And what is Jay Wadley saying? It's a friend of mine. Yeah, therapy is important when it yeah, I don't know why my parents is this back on, or is this like the little commercial? I don't know why my parents didn't really recognize that, because there were social workers involved, but I don't know. I didn't get to that until the death of my father later. That was probably really the impetus that caused me to really go to therapy. But nonetheless, I went, and yeah, um, so that was a good thing for me, and it has helped me ever since. And I don't shy away from it when I feel I need it. It's just like self-care. Women go get their nails done, their hair done. It is really like good self-care. But here's the thing, guys, getting back to the dates. So we see that Brent is on a date. I guess they're doing rock climbing or wall climbing, and the ladies are getting in their harness. So, of course, Brent, being a brother, is like all caught up in what their assets look like in these harnesses. And then fast forward over to on the other side of town to Ashley. Ashley has got a date, and she's got a date with a guy that's like salt pepper, which me personally, I kind of like that, but she's a little young, for all this salt and pepper. And she's saying, plus he bought her a gift, he bought her a purse. She's not liking the vibe on that. What do you think, Kimberly? Is it kind of like a what does she call it? Like a sugar daddy vibe? Like she's a chemist, she's a whole chemist, and I'm sure she's pulling in the money, so she don't need him. Oh, it's coming back on, so I'm going on mute. Okay, we're gonna chat in the chat box. Ooh, wee! All that wall climbing about to drive poor Brent up the wall. Lord have mercy. I didn't even want to look to see if there was anything that had popped up and out. What? Brent, he waits so long. I mean, like this man is 43. Okay. These are just my thoughts now. These are just my opinions and my thoughts, okay? And I'm open minded about the whole situation. But you know, you're 43 and you're still shopping around for a wife. Come on now. So, you know, many of the women will have been married, divorced, have children, and you know, you still talking about you want an heir and a spare. Oh, my Lord. I don't know, Brent. Okay, and then on the other side, Ashley, I don't know who these guys are. They paired her up with. They paired her up with one guy, never been married, but he's got a child. Okay. And the other guy's an older guy who's already buying her expensive purses and talking about in his imagination, she's his. Oh my goodness, Lord, where'd they find this guy from? Tell me what's going on here. What's going on? Best two out of three, Kimberly. Yeah, LOL. Right, right, right. And yes, Brent is very fine indeed. What is Jay Watley saying? What is Jay Watley saying? A competition for a date. Yeah, that's the only thing about this show, Jay Watley. They have been doing this all season long. And what I really didn't like in the beginning is they had poor Ashley. Well, you know, she's a gym rat. She's admittedly a self professed gym rat. So, but they had her at the gym with these guys. And I thought it was just a little bit too masculine. Like, maybe let's go to a picnic. Let's do something a little less masculine was my thought. But God only knows why they set these dates up the way they do. But okay, so did you see what is it actually you didn't? You didn't what? I don't know. I missed it. Yeah, Jay Wiley, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure that out with a dude. Like, is he a perpetual bachelor? It's back on. Okay, I'm going on mute. I hate it when they do that little short thing and then they drop off and come back. You know what? Like, my fingers are not that quick. But okay, so here's the thing, Kimberly. Now, I will say I got to go back on what I just said about Brent because I remember something. He was married. He was married. He got married in his 20s. I think he said he was 24 just this episode. So he was married. He did get a taste of married. I don't know how long he was married. They did not have any children. He doesn't have any children, so he's still without children. But I'm thinking still like I know guys that had that 20 something marriage thing that did not work. They were too young. The wife was too young or whatever that was. And, they waited. They met another nice person. They knew that they wanted to be married, wanted to be a husband, wanted to be a father within the boundaries of wedlock. That's a whole thing, living together, raising your kids together. So I don't know why, like, to me, like, if you were in your 20s, now it's like another 20 years have passed by. Like, you telling me, as good looking, as successful as he is, he's not met a marriageable woman in those 20 years. I have a hard time believing that, especially with women being 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 1 to each individual man. I'm not buying that. That's just me, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. What's Jay Wadley saying? I agree. I didn't like the guys that actually, okay, it's back on again. All right, I'm going on mute. That's right. I said it. Paw Paw is cute. Yes, he is. He is fine, fine. I like his look. I love the distinguished beard, the salt and pepper. Yes, indeed. I like it. I like it. I like it. Yes, I'm over here having Paw Paw withdrawals, but that's all right. I'm gonna be okay. Uh, I'm gonna be okay. Cause one thing about me, when I'm done, I'm done. So yeah, you know what I said? These grown folks cannot hold their liquors. Do not play any drinking games. What's up with these drinking games? Have you ever never? What's that one called, Kimberly, that they always do on Married at First Sight? Never have I ever. And then they do it on our other show, Ready to Love, too. Never have I ever. That's what it is. Never have I ever. What's Jay Wadley saying? You know, he's been out the game. He's been tied down, locked down for a good long time. I guess I'm really out the game. Right, right, Jay Wiley. No, I think that really, I think this is like totally me myself. I don't know because I'm not in the game like that either. But I think that this is like a reality TV show trick. I really do. I believe it's production driven because they love to get these people drunk to to get more drama going. And I don't understand why people that come on reality shows, why they don't limit themselves to just bottled water or I don't know, like some kind of juice or something, because you're gonna make a real big fool of yourself on these shows drinking. But that's just me. What is Kimberly saying here? Kimberly, I haven't played right. A drinking game like college, that's maybe it. And then I wasn't big in drinking at college like that either. But it's just to me like, I don't know. To me, it's like people nowadays just don't have self control. I don't know what that thing is, but mm-mm. Back on. Jay Wiley, you're supposed to tell me it's back on. Okay. All right, I'm going on mute. What is going on with Kenny? Not only is he a stalker, he is also. Okay, this is an ATL. This is an ATL, so anything is possible. Anything is possible. Was he twerking better than I twerk? I think I take offense to that, Kenny. I take offense to you twerking better than I twerk. What in the hot heck? What in the hot heck is going on? Kimberly says, yes, I will play it with my man only. Girl, you and me both. This with all these other women and the women looking good and juicy. No. I gotta be the juicy woman in the room. So that means it's just you and me. It's not gonna be nobody else. Now, if you want me to put my blonde wig on, I will for you. But other than that, no, it cannot be no other blondes, no other brunettes, no redheads in the room. We're not doing that, sir. We are not doing that. Not at this big age. But yeah, that game was something I had back in middle school. I think I received it as a gift one Christmas. And I don't know if we ever even played it. I don't know if I ever even used it, but in my mind I had all kind of ideas kind of to what they're doing, but we were much younger and much more flexible. So I'm a little concerned about these producers that they can't come up. Kimberly, what is this? This is Pride Month. What you got that rainbow up for? Shaq is not on this season. Shaq is not on right now. Okay, it's coming back on. All right, I'm going back on mute. I guess if I should learn my remote better because every time I go to hit the remote and come back to you guys, I hit the remote to go on mute, right? And I'm hitting the down button, the volume down button, not the mute button. So I can't come back with this TV on because we all know that YouTube will strike your channel for that kind of stuff. But anyway, what did you you and that rainbow? I gotta get that off the screen. You and that rainbow. Yeah, I'm back here with you. I gotta go back to this. I would play with my man only. I guess the men don't mind playing with other women being there. Wait a minute. Let me go back to this comment. Jay Wiley said, "Oh, not twerking, but that said, it seems like a fun. I think it could be a fun game. Um, I'm not so sure. Like, I guess my thing is, why didn't they have like more of games like with questions that could be asked that you could sit down at a table? But I guess this is TV and they wanted it to be more physical. So maybe that's an aspect of it, I guess. But other than that, I think really like asking questions to find out more about these people because other than the fact that how they look, what do we really know about them? Do we know anything about them? What does Kenny? What does Pawpaw Kenny do? What does he do for a living? I'm wondering. Anybody know? Did it say what he did for a living? Because I missed that part. Um, yes, let's see. And Jay Wiley agrees. Yes, it is Pride Month. Absolutely, absolutely, no shame in that. It's Pride Month. And then we see Kirk and Tammy are in the house there, so we know when they come in, when Auntie Kirk and I mean, sorry, Uncle Kirk and Auntie Tammy come in, we know it's about to wrap up. They're about to ask the bachelor, i.e., Brent, and the bachelorette Ashley who they choose. So I don't know this time around. I don't know what those two daters. What would you guys say? Kimberly, who do you think that Ashley is gonna pick? Is she gonna pick Kenny or is she gonna pick Dante? And you know what? I don't even have the names of the ladies. Why is that? Why do I not have the lady's name written down in my little notebook here of notes? So I don't know. I don't know who they. Okay. Well, they're showing the commercial. I hate when they do that. They show me the commercial and I think it's the actual thing and then I want to like go back. So it means it's coming on next, right? That's what it means. Okay, it's going off. Okay. Wait, okay, so I can still talk because it's commercial break, right? I'm so confused. I am so confused with this system. Okay. So anyway, what's Jay Wiley saying? What's Jay Wiley saying? Dante. Yeah, I was gonna ask you. I was gonna come back. I wanted to ask you, who do you think will be picked? Dante will, yeah. You think he'll get picked? And the woman with the braid, yeah. Okay, that's the one I like too. That's the one I liked for Brett. I liked her, and the one that was very competitive and athletic. Seems like she's been doing some wall climbing before too. And yeah, Dante, because let's face it, Ashley is not into the salt and pepper, which of course I'm much more mature than she is. So I can dig it. I can dig it. I think when I'm trying to think back to like when I was her age. Okay, it's back on now, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go on mute. here. What is going on with Pawpaw Kenny? And just when I thought he was kind of cute and good looking. Oh my goodness, this man is a stalker. And trust me, I've had them before. They are real. They are very, very real. Ask me about St. Louis when we get a chance to talk, okay? That's a story for the ages. Ask me about St. Louis. But anyway, I cannot believe what is going on with Stalker Kenny. Like for real? Like he said, I met you a long time ago and I wrote this letter. Are you kidding me? I would, if I were her, I would be calling security right then and there. Like he's lucky that Kirk Franklin came over, but I'm like, where's security? Get this man out of here. Get this man out of here and make sure you have a bodyguard on me when I leave when we finish taping because that is a real thing. Stalking is a real thing and it is very dangerous. Trust me. I did. Jay Wally, I did think he was cute, but you know what? I don't like crazy people. I don't care how cute they are. No, go get yourself a shrink. Sit in therapy. No, that's a very dangerous thing. Trust me. When I was doing traveling, doing the auto shows and modeling, yeah, stalkers were a real thing, and that is not good. That really is not good. It's very unsafe. And imagine this, Jay, this was in the era before there was all this internet, before there was social media. So it was a light breeze back then. I mean, you didn't have to worry about people necessarily being able to so easily look you up on the internet, find your address out. No, I can't do stalkers. Nothing cute about a stalker. Kimberly says, and it was 8 minutes, y'all. I bet, what was 8 minutes? I bet all oh the letter the letter was 8 minutes. The video letter. I bet all of his exes are at home reciting the letter as they watch. You notice it's not his first time, and that's the other thing too. When he started talking about something going on in his imagination, he's the kind of guy that maybe hears voices. That is scary. Okay, it's back on, guys. I'm going on mute. is he calling country? Your country ours. Take your country ours back where you came from. What's that all about? Oh my goodness. I'm with you, Jay Wiley. How could Brent allow uh Ashley to pick for him? What, like, how did that happen? I don't get it. What's the point? Like, I don't, I really don't get that. What'd you guys think? You were right. You guys were all right. Turns out that Ashley did pick Dante, the attorney. So like she said, he's from a small town in the South. So is she. So they're both ambitious. So they might have a lot more in common than maybe what we saw here, because that does seem to be kind of like a theme. But on the other hand, does anybody understand, Kimberly? Do you understand why Brent allowed Ashley to pick? I mean, like, really wasn't that hard. Really shouldn't have been that hard. It was tight, but you gotta make a choice to do. You gotta make a choice. They both have nice behinds, nice backsides, because that's what Brent's always looking at. We know he's kind of a little bit on the shallow side, probably why he's 43 and still single, because he's very shallow. And each girl comes along seems to him cuter than the next. People can't make decisions, so they end up out here 50 years old, forever single, whatever. Knock yourselves out. What Kimberly saying over here? Because I'm gonna ready to sign off, but I'm gonna let you know what's coming up. Um, According to, yeah, Kevin Samuel, 29 would be the perfect age for Brent. He said that men should date women half their age plus 7. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to do the math on that, but I'm kind of with Jay Wiley. I think 29 is kind of young for him, but if he was a 29-year-old, just make sure he bringing that 29-year-old type of peen and eggs. That's all I can say, because he is 43. So make sure you're in good shape and you ain't got no dysfunctions down there south of the border. That's all I can say, because a 29-year-old getting ready to turn 30, she gonna be looking for you to be able to lay it down. And if you can't, you out. You are out. You're looking for no 43-year-old man that's got issues down there, because that happens sometimes. But anyway, guys, what's coming up? Thank you for hanging out with me all night tonight. I really enjoyed this. This was a great episode. We got one more with the dates, and then we're moving into the house. And I think that's when things are really getting extra juicy. Join us back here on Sunday, on Father's Day, 4:30. We are doing our Married at First Sight. Yes, we are. We are coming on the holiday. We coming strong. Kimberly and I, we're coming. We're bringing the recaps to you. Go over there and subscribe to Kimberly Reviews at her channel. She's a YouTube content creator. She does great things, as well as travel vlogs and getting out of debt, becoming living debt free. So go check her out. Subscribe to her channel. We'll be back here on Sunday at 4:30. Also at 7:30, we'll be doing a Father's Day tribute on Sunday. And then join us Tuesday. Miss Iffy from across the pond over in the UK will be bringing you the Real Housewives of Atlanta review. That's Miss Iffy. Also go join her channel. She is a YouTube content creator. We're going to be talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes, guys, they are still on. Can you believe it? Guys, yep, Father's Day. Say, my father's gone, so I don't have to celebrate right now. So, and I'm sure my kids, they'll be with their dads, but that's their whole thing. But I'm good. I don't have anyone that I have to celebrate or cook for, so I'm good about that. And I will be here on the YouTube streets, because that's what I do. And I'm looking forward to growing to 2000 and beyond. God has given me a vision, by the way, guys. God has given me a vision. And this is our year for growth. This is our year for growing the channel and for doing things and for talking up on what we want. And I am naming it and I am claiming it. And I thank you for being here, guys. It's been a blast. And I'm getting ready to shimmy and shake on out of here. What are you saying now here, Jay Wiley? Jay Wiley says, now I'm going to have to come back next Thursday. Yes, you are. You're going to have to come back. I enjoyed you. And thank you so much. You did a great job. I enjoyed your insight, of course, as a guy. I enjoy your insight and what's going to happen next and what you think about it. Of course, you've been out of the dating game for a long time, but you still have that keen insight of a man. So, and Kimberly, I enjoyed you being here also. Uh, Kimberly says Brent was just being weak. Like, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, come on back then. uh, Yes, Father's Day. I'll be here. Yes, guys, I will be here, and Kimberly will be too. So we're gonna be celebrating because we want to do the tribute. I don't know if Kimberly's joining us at 7:30. I do have a crew of women. We're gonna celebrate, talk about our dads, talk about our experiences growing up with our dads, and just give all the glory and power on all the love on the good dads, the dads that were there, that were in their children's lives, that were paying being involved and being hands on, because that's such a beautiful thing. And if you guys saw Real Housewives of Atlanta this week, you know that Cherie, one of the great things that she did was raise a son that is a hands on dad. That's a beautiful sight to see in our Black community. All right, we're gonna have a great evening. I'm gonna shimmy and shake. You don't have to run off. I'm leaving too. We're gonna all leave at the same time. We'll close the door together. Okay, here we go, guys. Shimmy and shake. Here we go.